Hey everyone, welcome back to Supermarket Simulator once again. I tried moving my computer to somewhere else, and hopefully this helps with the audio. I know the audio has been a little weird recently because I am living currently in like a long-term hotel situation, and the table that I had it on before was like in the corner between a counter and a wall, and so I think that the sound was like really harsh and not very like good quality because of that. And so now I'm in another desk that's in a different corner and it has a wall, but it also has a curtain, so I think it might be a little bit better. I won't know until I edit this video, but hopefully it is better, and if it is, I will keep this computer here. So I am excited to play more of this because this game is so much fun and I absolutely love it all the time. I want to play this game for hours at a time, and I think maybe once I am closer to being done with school, or done with school, and I'm back home and have lots of time and everything, I would like to try, also probably once I'm done with like this particular store, even though you now can actually have more than one store. But I want to try and just do a live stream of this game for like hours. I think that would be really fun. But at this point, I need to hurry and figure out what I need more of. Also, I am going to be having to keep track of time in this game because this is always one that I can very easily lose track of, but right now, I have a little less than an hour probably to play this because I have something else happening a little later today, and I have to syringe feed all of my baby rats that I'm raising before that. So that's kind of been cutting into my time for a lot of stuff recently. But it's important because they are very small and cannot eat by themselves. I have a lot of that actually. But yeah, as I mentioned in a few other videos, I am currently taking care of 13 baby rats now, because it used to be only 7, and those ones are now old enough that they can feed themselves and drink water by themselves, and in a couple weeks they'll be old enough to be released and rehabilitated back into the wild, which is the goal, so I'm happy for them. But I also now have 6 more, which are so small that their eyes are not even open yet, and so they cannot eat or drink on their own, which means that I have to syringe feed them every 2 or 3 hours, pretty much every 2. Sometimes if I have a class, it's a little closer to 3. But yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's rewarding because then they can have a chance at having a life in the wild, and hopefully they will be okay. I don't have enough for that. Let me prioritize things here. I wish more stores sold eggs in 4-packs because I don't use eggs very often, and whenever I go to the store, it's always either 12 packs, 24 packs, or sometimes I've seen 6 packs of eggs. But those I feel like weren't around for a few years, and then they kind of started coming back recently. I don't know. But I always feel bad whenever I need to get eggs because I don't use them enough to be able to go through that many. And I think that that's part of the problem with living by myself, is that there's a lot of food where it's like, if I buy this, I won't be able to go through all of it, and I don't want to waste it. But the way that it's packaged, like, it's hard to use certain things up before they go bad, and then I feel guilty for having it go bad, especially with produce, because a lot of it, if you get like those packages, because sometimes it's hard to find it when it's just loose and you can pick how much you want, it is really hard to not have it be just rotting in the fridge. Which is why I like that the produce in my store, you can serve however much you want to use. You don't have to buy like a package of like a couple pounds of carrots. You can like count out individual carrots. And I know that that is something that a lot of stores have with like carrots that you can get yourself, or apples or things like that. But it's more like greens, like lettuce. You typically have to buy either a package of like torn up bits of lettuce, or like an entire head of lettuce, or like a package of several heads of lettuce. And I think it's also partially an ADHD thing about forgetting what I have in the fridge too. So I actually have, not at this place where I'm living, but back at my house, I have a whiteboard on the fridge now where I can write down what stuff I need to eat so that I can try and remember that and plan for that, and also just remember what I have available. Okay. Checkouts. I love it when people buy a lot of stuff. I just went grocery shopping right before this, so I am enjoying being on this side of things, because I had the annoyance of like self-checkout, because I don't know if this is how it is everywhere, but at least around me, like, all the Walmarts are having pretty much only self-checkout now, and maybe there's like one check stand open. And I've been trying to avoid going to Walmart too much right now. What do you mean Parmesan is expensive? But, oh, that is expensive, never mind. apparently they have a thing with their self-checkout where if it gets used too much, the card reader stops, like, functioning as a card reader, which, I mean, you kind of have one job to be a card reader, but so it was like not accepting my card at all, being like, it can't read it, and I was like, okay, but that's kind of what it's there for. And the guy who was working at the store, who had to deal with that for me, like, I could tell he was fed up with the self-checkouts also. Like, he was just kind of like, it always does this. And it's like, I feel like that kind of, I don't know, like, the science behind that kind of technology, but you would think if it's designed to be able to handle a lot of orders, handling a lot of transactions wouldn't make it stop working to handle more transactions. But oh well. That was just kind of a strange thing that was happening. There's another. I think I should probably wait until 9 for that one, just because it's starting to get crowded and there are people in the line here. Okay. I love how much people are buying right now. This is great for me. Okay. This person's buying so much sugar. It's fun to try and imagine what people are making with their orders. Or with their, I don't know why I keep calling it orders, with their things that they're purchasing. Like, this person is just putting a ton of cheese on kiwi. Or maybe kiwi on cheese. I don't know what order they're doing things in, but either way. Okay. Let's see about starting this order so that my restockers can start to restock from this order. It's a lot of tomato. Okay. I love that this delivery is over $100. Well, the order as a whole, not just the delivery charge, but still. Okay. I want to try and get another, not that. Let me see. Okay. I feel like they've all been kind of in the same general area today. But I want to see if I can get another size upgrade for my store, because I feel like it's starting to get a little crowded, and before I try and get another license, I need more space. And I should also see about potentially getting more of the what's it called? The storage room upgraded as well so that I can potentially get another restocker. Even though there are still a ton of empty shelves in there right now, and the restockers are doing a pretty okay job already. That's just something else to work towards eventually, but not right now because I definitely have many things to do that are higher priorities, like the size upgrade to the main store and licenses and all that. So many things. All right. Good job, restockers. Next day. Things expensive too. That's probably the Parmesan. I know at least one of them was. But I got a pretty good income today. So that is exciting. Even though I also had to spend a lot on other things. Why won't it let me click on this? I feel like that computer's been glitching a little bit recently. I feel like this is the second time I've tried to click on something and it's like... There we go. Okay. Ooh, it's expensive. Yeah, I can't afford that right now. The next license... is also really expensive. No, that's the exact price. Never mind. 19 point... Okay. Perfect. That should be enough. What I think I'm gonna do then is... Okay, so... I still don't really know what moussaka is, but I know it's a fridge thing. Salmon's a fridge thing. Fridge. I think all of those are fridges. One of them might be freezer, but I think they're all fridge things. So what I'm gonna do is just preemptively buy 2 more fridges. 'Cause I think I could make those fit if I need to. And then I will just... No, I have a lot of those. I will just spend the rest buying enough for what I need. I'll get like 3 things of garlic because they're cheaper today. Also, I'm going in reverse order today because I didn't get to buy as many of the things on this side yesterday as I wanted to. So, I'm kind of trying to save up for stuff here, so I'm going to actually only buy things that I really need right now. For the most part. Never mind. Okay. Also, with this much empty space, plus the 2 more, I'll probably have more fridges than I technically need. But that's fine because I'll just have them for the next license that needs fridge stuff afterwards. Okay. Okay, looks like all freezer stuff. I don't really need anything else. Might as well get that. Buying a little extra of that because I know I go through it fast anyway. These also I go through fast and they don't stack very efficiently on the shelves, so okay. Those are always important to have plenty of. Okay. Perfect. I should be able to open this door now. I boosted that person, didn't necessarily mean to, but restockers can be boosted. They're like the one person that I actually think should normally be boosted. Sometimes, if it's really busy, I will boost check stand people as well. But mostly, it's the restockers. But I also don't want to spend too much on that right now, so. My computer screen matches my walls, and I can't tell if it's reflecting the walls or if that is actually the color of the screen right now. Let me go check. Now that looks like it's actually the color. That's kind of fun. Okay. All right. Okay, it's stuck on things. It's fine. like running on top of people's cars. And walking through people's cars also is fun. Stuck on everything, as always. Okay, 2 minutes left for this. That's a little close. Owner parking only. Ooh, that's fun. I didn't notice that before. I like that sign. It's a good sign. Okay. Have to go quickly with this. If I want to try and make it on time. Luckily, I already know where he is. I think I can get there. Yeah, for sure. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. Now I can do checkouts, at least until someone else has an order. Perfect. Change. Thank you. Another online order, but that's okay. I will check this person out first and then deal with the next person. Alright, what am I looking for and where is it? I really need to start arranging things more. Like, I know where all this stuff is, but some of it, I feel like, nope, it could be made more efficient. Okay, and while I'm doing this, I'm gonna just there's another one over there. Okay, they always like hanging out over in that area. And I'm getting stuck on everything, but that's okay. This guy looks like such a weird color right now. It looks like it's gonna snow. Which it might be. I don't know if there are seasons in this game. Kind of foggy looking, the way that you can see the street light cones a little bit. But, you know, that's also kind of cool. I like the way the developers of this game put so much attention to really subtle details. Like, they could have just been like, it's bright out because there's street lights. But they actually have distinct cones of light, and they have shadows, mostly. I don't have a shadow. I'm just a floating box whenever I carry a box. But, like, it's so interesting just having those little details, and I think it's really cool. I'll get the last online order at the end because I have so many other things to do right now. so much toilet paper. I'm curious if people actually buy that much toilet paper if they aren't in a pandemic. Like, buy that much at once. Maybe if they have, like, a lot of bathrooms in their house, I feel like that would be a way that I could see that being a thing that they do. Or maybe if they have, like, a really big household. That seems like so much. Okay. I have so much money now, and I love it. Also, that person asked for really reasonable change, which I also love. There's no way that many chickens fit in your bag with all this other stuff. The bag physics in this game is so fun. Somehow all of this fits in one small paper bag. Alright. I think that is the last customer there, so I will go work on this. I need more tomatoes here. They're all hanging out in this same area over by the gas station, except for those two other ones that were not there. But almost all of them are just over in this area. I have so much money now. It's really exciting. Okay, I think I will just hit enter today. What the heck was found expensive today? That's not cool. Okay. I think that what I want to do on this day, because I do have a lot of money, and I did just restock everything, mostly, and I have my new fridges. I think I want to get a license, but I think that that's going to take so long that I need to end this here, because otherwise I won't have time to feed the baby rats before my other thing happens today, so with that, I'm going to leave this here, but this was so much fun. I'm really excited. I feel like I got a lot done, and I'm excited to come play more of this very soon, possibly even record another one later today. And I'm also excited to see if the audio is better over in this area. So with that, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!